Hi my lovely people, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brenda. In today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to cut a quarter long circle skirt. I'm going to use the simplest way in that everyone understands it, especially the beginners, because this channel is more of the beginners. So I've started with folding my fabric. I'm folding it in a triangular form like that. I'm going to be cutting my front part and back part separately, in that you guys understand it very well. I'm taking my time. You have to make sure that the fabric, especially the edges, are of the same size. They are equal. You can even pin it. So now I'm going to divide my waist measurement by 3. It depends on your waist measurement. My waist measurement is 32. 32 divided by 3. I got 8. Then I come on my fabric. On 8, I'm going to put 1 inch of a sewing allowance. But you can put half an inch if you want. But me, I wanted it to be 1 inch. Then now I've measured 9. Then I've placed my tape measure horizontally where my 9 inches stops. Then I'm going to measure the measurements that I'm having there all around my waist, like that. That's how we measure our waist. So simple. Then since it's going to be a skirt, I have to put a waistband. So I've deducted 2 inches of a waistband. Then my height of a skirt is 40 plus a sewing allowance 41. Now I'm measuring 41. I'm moving my tape measure from my waistline to down where I'm measuring 41. You see guys, where I'm measuring, it's like I'm measuring in excess fabric. My folded fabric is not equal, but we're going to find a solution to that, to make our skirt to be equal. I'm going to find a solution to that. I'm going to show you how I'm going to make it. It's also very simple. Don't get scared when you fold your fabric and it's not equal. Maybe the measurements has exceed where you folded. There is a solution to that. So I'm cutting it out. Yeah, like that. That's my front part. That's how it looks like. Then I'm going to cut my back part. Still, I folded my fabric the way I folded it at first. Then I'm going to use this front part because they are going to be equal front and back. I'm going to use the front part to trace out the back part. You have to make sure that the waist are the same, the height is the same. So I'm cutting it out. Very simple, very simple. It's not that complicated. Everyone can make this, I believe. So that's how we measure our skirt. That's the down part. Down part is okay. It's now done. So I'm having two pieces, the front part and the back part. Now there, where our measurements exceeded from our folded part, we're going to find a solution to that. Where like the excess part that I cut, it made something like a triangular form. You're going to see it. That, and then I'm going to place it on my fabric. And my skirt, let me say skirt because they are all fabric. Then I'm going to trace it out to make it to be equal. You can even use any, even if you don't use that part, you can use any other part as long as you cut it in that shape, like that. So that's how it looks like. That's how it looks like. Then I'm going to cut, because there are two pieces, the front part and the back part. So I have to cut two pieces. And I'm going to use the first one that I already cut to trace out the next piece. But you have to make sure that the right side is facing the right side, in that when you stitch it, it doesn't look like one side to be the wrong side, another side will be the right side. Hope you guys are understanding me, and if at all you don't understand me, just follow my hands. Follow what my hands are doing, then you get it. So those are the two pieces that I'm having. You bring the piece, those pieces that you already cut. Still you have to make sure that the right side is facing the right side. Then you stitch. After stitching, that's how you get. Then I'm cutting my pockets, because I want my skirt to be having side pockets. So I'm going to cut my pockets. These pockets, you can cut any shape that you want. They were 10 by 10. Yeah, my pockets are 10 by 10. I'm putting some curve down there. Yeah, like that. You can cut any shape that you want. Then I'm making my waistband. Remember, my waist is 32 and I deducted 2 inches, so this waistband is supposed to be 2 inches. So I'm going to be cutting 2.5. That half is for sewing allowance. Guys, I'm making this to be so simple for everyone to understand. That's why I'm not skipping anything, especially here in cutting. I don't want to skip anything. I want to do everything so that you guys understand this simple way of cutting a quarter circle skirt. Then my waist was 32. Then I'm going to put an allowance. I'm cutting 34. Then I'm going to put my stiff inside. That stiff helps the belt or the waistband to be stiff, to be hard and to be neat. I'm using a hard stiff. It makes it to look more better than when there is no stiff. And even after washing it, that stiff remains in. So I'm going to trace out my fabric on my stiff. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for reaching here. Yes, I really appreciate. Then, as I showed you when I was cutting, actually my table, the one like my table is not that big, so it was very difficult for me to cut a round skirt on it. It's very small, so that's why when I was cutting my skirt, I was down. So I'm bringing the pieces that I already cut. Then I'm going to stitch them on my skirt where the fabric is short. To make my skirt to be equal, I'm going to stitch it. So guys, I'm done stitching. That's how it looks like. Now my skirt is equal down. You see, it's equal down after joining those pieces on my skirt. That's how they look like. Very simple. That's a solution for that. So guys, I'm going to put my pockets. I'm measuring down 4 inches, then still from 4 I'm measuring 8. Like that. So I'm going to stitch my pockets on. You see? That's how they look like. The right side is facing the right side. So I'm going to stitch it as you see where my hands is pointing. That's where I'm going to stitch like that. So I'm done stitching my pockets. That's how it looks like. Very simple, very simple. That's how it looks like. Then I'm going to be stitching my waistband. I have to insert the stiff inside like that. Then I'm going to mark the middle part, the middle of my waistband, and I placed it on. Then I'm going to put a zip. Guys, if you've not yet subscribed, please do subscribe, like, comment and share my videos, please. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching till where we are now. I really appreciate. And for my returning viewers, I thank you so much. So that's our final results. That's how our skirt looks like. You can see how beautiful it is. See you guys. See you in my next